Hey, this is Turkishdelightsev podcast. Sev,
Georgina,
barberfriz.
Tay.
How you guys?
Good.
Good. Cold. It's cold outside.
Definitely is cold outside. So we have a Valentine special, as you can see. So I've got a kind of a scenario for you guys. Yeah. So I want to get your opinions on what you think. What's the first thing that you think once you've had this scenario? Okay. Valentine special, and shall I give the title? Yeah. The title is Valentine's is coming and he gets locked up.
oh dear.
Alright, so you've been dating, seeing someone for 7 months, and everything is going well. Yeah? Then Valentine's Day is coming up. Then he starts to act a little bit distant a few weeks beforehand. She's trying to organise something with him on Valentine's Day, but he kind of keeps avoiding the conversation. So, but he does say that he'll definitely do something on that day. Yeah? Alright, anyway, on the day, on Valentine's Day, his phone is off. Yeah? And there's no reach until the next day. He apologises the next day and explains that he got arrested on Valentine's Day. What are your views?
Sounds like he's chatting shit, but okay. From the time your behaviour is dodgy beforehand, that alone is suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden on Valentine's Day, like you've been arrested, okay.
No, I agree. I think my personal opinion from that scenario is his kind of actions beforehand was saying that he wasn't really too keen about meeting up on Valentine's anyway, because why does he keep avoiding the conversation? Every time the conversation was coming up, she's trying to make plans with him and he's kind of avoiding it. So that would be red flags for me anyway.
But what if he would have got arrested on the day? Like, how do you know he didn't get arrested though? It could happen any time, no? So I don't know. Like, you might have to hear him out and maybe he's actually arrested, but you don't know.
What's his lifestyle?
Yeah.
What's his lifestyle like? That's what we need to know.
Could just be on Valentine's Day, because it's Valentine's Day he can't get arrested all of a sudden. But on a Monday and Tuesday you can get arrested. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I suppose so. Like there's an other side to it.
That's what I believe. Like, women are a bit paranoid sometimes when it comes to these things.
I just genuinely think he got arrested.
Do you?
Yeah, I just think it happens, doesn't it?
The dodgy behaviour beforehand doesn't help.
Okay, so what's that?
What if he would have done it on another day, which is not Valentine's Day, on a normal, regular Wednesday or something? Would you still say, oh, why did you ghost on a Wednesday? Now all of a sudden it's Valentine's Day, he goes to this, it's a bigger problem.
Yeah.
Okay, but why is he avoiding the conversation when she's trying to make plans? Why is he avoiding it?
Maybe he's got things on his mind, you know what I mean? He's just...
What do you mean he's just not feeling you?
That's what,
Well then be honest, just be real. You don't do Valentine's Day, say it.
So you would say that's what it is
Go out
then?
with your girl, go cinema or something, make it a regular day.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
Alright, I get that. But my thing is obviously he's turned around and said that he's got locked up on Valentine's Day.
So what made you think he didn't get locked up? Like, I mean...
Just his behaviour beforehand was a bit suspicious.
It would be
not
red
saying I'm
flags
not
for
going to
me.
believe him.
Right.
I'm gonna hear the story out, but it's just that I'll be a bit like because your behaviour was dodgy beforehand.
What did you think?
I mean, if someone's gonna lie, to say that you've been arrested is a bit, you know, because then after that you got to go to court, you got to do all these things, so life kind of continues, isn't it?
Well, I hope you're lying. If it is a lie, good luck to you.
He got arrested, maybe he's not feeling her. Maybe he's got somebody else.
What is she gonna do on the date? What else is she gonna do? You think she's gonna link someone else? Do you think she's gonna just stay home for the night? So depending on what she does, it will show her character as well afterwards. So
Personally,
So I'll ask Georgina, what would you do if that happened to you?
Personally, in terms of Valentine's Day, I'm really not fussed whether we celebrate it or not. It's not something that I'm like, yeah, we have to go out, we have to do this. I'm happy to stay in my house. I'm happy to just see you at yours or whatever. It's not a big deal. So if I was in that predicament, I'd be like, well, if you're really not feeling Valentine's Day, just be honest. Like, if it's not for you, just say. Then it avoids that whole dramatic situation, because that's going to escalate into something that it didn't need to escalate into.
But what if he didn't want to like hurt your feelings?
I'd rather you just be honest.
But is honesty the best policy though? Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think when you tell a woman the truth, do you think she usually takes it well?
No.
Some women can't handle the truth. Some women can't.
It is. They always say they want the truth. Like, you know, yeah, give her the truth. But when you give that truth, you know, trust me, they don't want to hear that.
But at the end of the day, what they need to realise is you're going to be comforted by lies, and then the truth's going to come out and you're going to be hurt more. Like, just accept the truth. Like, it is what it is.
I think they'll respect you more when you do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question. What does Valentine's Day mean to you? Obviously, you've touched on that already.
Yeah.
But for everyone else, what does Valentine's mean to you?
It's a commercial day, just to make more profits, I guess, out of everything, cinemas, restaurants, all that stuff. So
It's true.
that's number one, and I think that the origins of the whole Valentine's thing just started with like a lot of weird things and bad things when I read up about it. And
did you look at the history of
like
Valentine's?
paganism and stuff, you know, like it was.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I did watch something on it, and it wasn't really that. What I learned about it was that it's apparently a day of love. Like, meaning, is it Saint Valentine? Apparently, Saint Valentine fought for love.
It was more of a lustful thing rather than
Was
love. It was like, yeah, a bit more.
They're not getting married.
Yeah, like harsh and stuff like that. Yeah, man. It was like God's coming out of a cave and sort of punishing women to purify and this, that. Yeah, that's what I've read up about it. So since I thought back of that, and that sometimes we celebrate something but we don't know the origins of it, I'm thinking to myself, you know, yeah, maybe we should like look into things a bit deeper before we start celebrating something, you know. And Saint Valentine, freedom got killed and stuff like that. There was a whole mad history about it, you know. Wow. So since I read that, I was like, whoa. And I've celebrated in the past as well myself, innit? But this morning when Seth told me about it and stuff, I was like, let me do a little bit of research, and that's what I found out. So to me, that was a bit mad, you know.
That's a bit crazy. I just thought Valentine was just you buy some flowers, man.
Usually it's a simple thing. I've been out on Valentine myself.
Yeah.
Like, all of this stuff.
I honestly thought, listen, Valentine's Day, you buy your flowers, you have a good time, that's it. But you know, if that's the truth, then Valentine might be cancelled this year.
For Valentine's, for me, I'm like 50-50. If I'm in a relationship, then it's pretty important. And then I don't know anymore. I don't know. I think as I've got older, it doesn't bother me as much anymore. But I can't lie to you. Before, when I was younger, it was a big thing. Like, I wanted to do the most, you know, special thing on the special day. And if that weren't happening, I kind of would have like a bit of a diva moment. Not anymore though, because I don't think it's that important. So that's what I would say on Valentine's Day. So going into the next one, do you feel that men generally celebrate Valentine's for their partners?
I think it is an expectation of women sometimes. Like, if you really love me, you should send me at least a little simple rose or something, you know what I mean? So maybe you might think, it would be nice for me to show that love to her as well, I guess. You know?
So have you had any experiences?
Yeah, like been out for food and stuff like that. Just, yeah.
And would you say you generally done it for her? Or did you do it because you wanted to do it?
Yeah, when I was younger, I probably wanted to do it myself. It's the hype, isn't it? Like, Valentine's, who's your Valentine's? And at school we used to have this thing where you could buy someone a rose as well back in the day. So I used to get secret roses for people. It was funny. You know what I mean? So
is that what you used to do?
Yeah. Some girls in my class used to get free. Boom, free guys like them and like, yeah, man.
Yeah, I think Valentine's Day shouldn't just be, it should be all the time. It shouldn't just be on the one day.
Especially if you're celebrating something like love. I mean, if you're in a relationship, that's supposed to be like treasured pretty much every day.
Every day, you've got to be all the time.
It shouldn't just be February the 14th where you're buying something. You could buy something in March, you could buy something in August, you could do anything throughout the year.
Flowers. Yeah. Very important. I buy my missus flowers every single Friday.
Yeah.
That's really nice though. That is really nice.
That's the truth. I named it, and she told you the truth, but I named it Flower Fridays. Every Friday, I buy any flowers, because she likes it. If she didn't like it, I wouldn't buy flowers.
It's just the little things like that, that effort.
So, and then I suppose though, that's where it comes down to. When you do the little things, then you don't have to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes up. Because I think sometimes when you're lacking the little things like that, where you're obviously buying her flowers every Friday, she's receiving that. So when it comes to Valentine's, it's probably nothing for her?
No, she wants something.
Oh, okay.
Just saying, yeah.
Okay. Alright, but still, I think if somebody was buying me flowers every Friday, then if it comes to Valentine's, I probably would be a bit more laid back about it. But no, it doesn't matter. But if I wasn't receiving flowers,
Yeah.
and then the only time, then I probably would be like,
You want something, yeah?
yeah, where's my flowers?
But I guess that's the one day where you can actually spoil your girl. I mean, you can spoil it any other day, but Valentine's Day, you see everyone on Instagram, you know, that's the day where you meant to show her off, no?
Well, exactly. And even like looking at that, yeah, look at the pressure that Instagram has on. Have you seen the pressure that Instagram has on Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
It's mad, you know. Like, sometimes when I'm like, obviously, it must like. While I've been like single, I don't even like going on Instagram on Valentine's Day because it's just all you see is this person doing that, this person, and I'm just like, what is this? A competition?
It actually looks like it, or feels like it when you're going through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then at the same time, I can understand that some people do want to show that, you know.
Of course, who wouldn't?
Yeah, I do get it.
Yeah.
But I do think it can be a bit.
Too
Yeah.
much.
It can definitely put pressure on you. So, okay. So guys, if you could pick one person, a celebrity, who would you choose to spend Valentine's Day with?
Alright. I'm gonna say Nick Cannon.
Really?
Nick Cannon,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why Nick Cannon?
I think now he's an older man, he just looks more like yummy.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Mm.
Say Nick Cannon.
So what would you want to do with him? Like, no, not like that. But that's like the wrong. Sorry, guys. But I mean, how would you want to spend the evening?
I mean, because I'm not a Valentine's person in general, I honestly don't mind.
You just wouldn't mind just being at home with him.
Yeah, I'm really not fussed about the day in general, so
Okay.
if I have your presents, I'm good with that.
I'll probably go for like Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Just to find out more about what she does, like all the music that she's made in the past and stuff like that, you know? I'll try to get something out of it, you get me? Yeah.
I like her. Yeah, I like Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
She's proper. Yes, yeah. So what would you like to do with her?
Just talk about her music, take her
And
out for
that's
food,
it, so
just
you'll
chill,
take her out for food,
just chill really, yeah. I'd just like to find out more about the woman herself, you know what I'm saying? Oh, like you could say J-Lo, all these like good looking women, but with her it's like I respect the woman for what she's done, you
Got
know what I'm trying to
substance.
say? Yeah. Or like I Marry J or Alicia Keys, them ones there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But even though, okay, no. Let me not go down that road about Alicia Keys. So what about you?
I think I have to be Lauren London.
Is it?
Good
Oh,
choice,
okay.
Yeah,
I like Lauren
she's,
London.
Yeah,
pretty.
she's nice. I've liked her since I was like a kid. So
Did you watch the movie that she was in? ATL? That's like my favourite movie.
no, I
And
didn't.
she's with, okay, who? I can't remember.
Yeah, and that's something else.
Nah, not Nick Cannon.
That wasn't even Lauren London. That was what's that woman's name?
Yeah.
No, that's Christina Milian
Yeah,
you're
the one,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So Lauren London.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, how would you like to spend your evening with her?
You know something for you can't. No, just chill.
You need
Chill.
some- you need some of these, you need some of
Yeah,
these. You need some of these, cousin.
That's it. Just chill. Literally.
Come on, pull over. Like right here, cuz.
That's
What's
it.
up? No,
Nothing. Would you have to chill? Just chill. That's it.
Okay. I actually don't know. I don't really fancy famous people.
I think you do know. You do know.
No, seriously.
Okay.
I know one person.
Yeah, who?
Yeah.
Who is he? Tell me,
I
come
know
on.
one person. Everyone chooses.
Go on.
AJ.
Who? Who's AJ?
Oh, the boxer?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What like Will Smith or something?
No.
No?
I like his personality.
Yeah.
He's really funny.
To chill with, like.
I think, yeah, personality-wise, definitely Will Smith. I would actually say, but I don't know, like I'm a bit 50-50 about him, but if I'm going to pick anybody, you got that way. Because you know, just like staring at me. I can just see you not staring, waiting for the answer. I'd probably choose the game.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big boy. Yes.
Why would you choose a game?
I don't know.
I like the game.
I've always had a thing for the game. But it's a 50-50.
A good rapper.
Sometimes it's a little bit too
Hood.
for me. but
I like his music though.
and also I love like another thing that I admire about him is how he is with his children.
100%.
That is the biggest thing. I think what I like in somebody is a family like orientated person. So yeah, definitely I'll choose a game, and I'd be happy to just chill. Don't need fancy things. I'm good. So next one. Alright, so we actually answered that. Okay, so I'm gonna ask the guys and then I'm gonna ask the girls. Alright, how would you deal with a situation though, even though we've spoken about it before, but if your partner demanded that you must take her out to a posh restaurant?
Nah.
How would you I want to know, how would you
What do
handle
you mean by
that?
demand?
Basically
What's
says
this?
like you need to take me to the nicest restaurant that there is, spend money on me, otherwise, you know, I'm not going to be happy. So it's literally,
Then
you don't have a
guess,
choice.
I guess she's not going to be happy. You know what I mean? I mean, I can take you there by choice. I'm not gonna, you know, you're not gonna tell me, demand me to go somewhere.
I wouldn't be with that girl in the first place.
I wouldn't.
If she's like that. What do you mean you're gonna take me to a posh? Like that? Who wants a girl like that?
but what if she wasn't like that when you first got with her and then she become like that?
Boy, no, I'm not.
That's it.
Would you break up with her?
Well, we can't run. We try and work it out, but we can't. It can't run. I mean, I can't be with someone who's demanding and telling me to. You know,
You need to do. If you don't, I'm not going to be happy.
that's not gonna happen. My girl might be watching this, so I dare you to even tell me that. I'm playing. No, I don't know. That's the one. I don't know. I can't answer that. Maybe you can answer that. I don't know, man.
I don't see it happening to me. That's the thing. I don't see that happening.
So you just wouldn't tolerate it, basically.
Nah, and I hope she knows from beforehand that I wouldn't tolerate that in the first place. So don't come with that stuff.
So do you have an issue? Do you think? Do you feel like generally, obviously you can't talk for all the guys out there, but do you think generally men don't really like having demands, like girls demanding things from them?
Yeah, I agree.
Nah, I think it depends on the man, you know. Some of them would like it, you know. Some of them like a little princess that they can spoil.
Bit of a diva.
Yeah.
But then you got. I mean, I like a girl who don't ask for much, and I do a lot. Just letting you know, I'm a very romantic person. I like to do a lot of romantic things. But when she don't ask for a lot, that's when I go out my way and like try and make her feel good. You know what I mean? But when somebody says, "Oh, buy me flowers, buy me this, buy me that," then no. You know what I mean? I would do it. I would like to do it with like my own choice. You know what I mean? I don't want no one to kind of force me to do anything.
But that's a good thing actually, because usually you find that if you're making a man do or buy you these things, then he's not like he's doing it on his own behalf. So how can you feel comfortable with what you're receiving? Like, yeah, my man got me this, but you forced him to do that.
Yeah.
You demanded it.
Exactly.
So what's the point?
Do you think like a relationship like that could last?
No.
No.
It's not gonna.
You lot just straight to the point.
No.
It's not gonna.
No way.
Be very
woman's
honest,
demanding.
Yeah.
But, no, I think some of the men would keep up with it though. I think some
No,
of
but
them
then you'll keep up with it until another girl comes and treats him different, and then he starts seeing, right, you know, the difference is a bit, you know what I mean? So then that's it. It's gonna cut, and men will do that.
Because I suppose if you think about it, if we're honest, like for like single people, there's a lot of options out there, isn't there, for people?
Yeah.
So if you're not really coming correct, then I suppose, and there is someone else who's maybe willing to have a chilled out Valentine's, and then your girl is like demanding you to take her to the restaurant.
What if the guy is demanding?
What, to take the girl to a restaurant?
So it's constantly say, hey, listen, you're gonna take me shopping, you know, this is that. There's men out there that do that, you're gonna take me. Yeah.
Wow, I've never actually seen that.
I will match the effort. Like I'll put in the effort when it comes to Valentine's Day to respect like your wishes. But if it's a thing where you're like me, you're not that fussed about it, then even better.
So what if he turned around and said though, he doesn't want to go anywhere and you kind of did want to, but he said no, we're staying at home?
I mean, I'll ask questions as into why. Like I'm curious to know why. And then...
But he's not giving you a choice. Like, he's not giving you a choice. He's like, let's just stay at home, get a takeaway.
I mean, I'm cool with that anyway, but at the same time, I'm like, you're the only one in the relationship? Or like, you're just thinking about yourself? Like,
yeah.
What is it? Kind of thing. Like, I'm not bothered, but I just want to know why behind it, if that makes sense. Like, what's your reason behind it?
Yeah, I think, yeah, it's kind of, it's, again, as you said, it depends, doesn't it, I suppose. I see, because for me, if someone's demanding it, I suppose that's when it's like making you feel a little bit more of a type of way. But if they're just like, okay, cool, I'm not really fussed about Valentine's, let's just chill, then you're going to be more kind of, you're going to want to stay at home and have a little takeaway and that. If someone's demanding it from you, I think it's more, you're a bit like, nah.
Yeah, and it's like early traits. It's like, what's that going to lead up to, if that makes sense? If you can demand something like that, when you get more comfortable, what else are you going to start demanding? So,
Respect.
It's like an early sign, yeah.
Alright, so, just going back to the first scenario that I told you guys, so would you wouldn't say, you don't think that it could be that he's got a main girl?
I mean, I don't want to accuse, but
Okay.
I'm suspicious.
This one, come on, talk up.
He might just have something else on his mind. He might have to do something else.
I think you lot are just being nice.
He's just being busy.
Nah, he's got...
just maybe even working. Yeah, I'll be working that day, you know. Valentine's a busy day for business, you know. I'll be like, listen, babe, I'm working. What?
Because I just think with Valentine's Day, like to wrap this up, I think Valentine's Day is a day that you do get to see if somebody is really single, if they're in a relationship.
It's true, because I guess if they're actually in a proper relationship, but they're speaking to you as if saying, no, there's no one there, they're going to be more involved in their relationship when it comes to that day, especially if they're trying to keep their girl happy. But at the same time, it's very...
For the guys cheating, man, Valentine's Day is a hard day for them, innit?
Well, that's what I'm
That's what I'm
saying.
saying, they're just going to be, yeah.
And she's
Yeah,
completely
exactly
oblivious
that.
to this.
Exactly that.
Like, it's actually rude.
How would you feel though, as like the person? Would you feel like betrayed?
You won't hear from me again. I don't have nothing to say. You know what you've done. Simple as. I mean, it hasn't gone that deep, but it's just like, that's disrespectful to both her and to both me. And you're not even respecting yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you're just out there doing whatever.
Embarrassing your partner for me is a no. It's a big no for me.
Yeah.
Big no. No, but it is though. Like that's like, you know, everyone's passionate about different things in life. Yeah. That's why I'm very selective. When I get into a relationship, I get into it and I put my all and 100%, because I can't be in a relationship and I'm being looked like I'm an idiot basically on the streets. I'd rather just not be in a relationship.
Yeah.
So
The worst one, yes.
nah, yeah, you can't be having your partner out here. You know, she's all putting up pictures of you and you're out here looking single. Telling girls that you're single when they're Valentine's Day, you're putting up pictures of her, like...
That's causing problems, and the girls are going to find out who she is, and you know, you get them ones that are going to go in their DMs and be like, yeah, you might this something.
That's the worst one, you know, when you're walking with your girl and then somebody knows something about your girl, and it's like, no, you don't want to ever put your girl in that situation. Trust me, you just nah.
She's supposed to be the one that's holding you down and stuff, so why are you going to jeopardise that?
So, for those people... yeah, we're talking to you. For those people that are in relationships but pretend like they're single and then want to put up a picture of their woman or man on Valentine's, don't do it. It's not good.
Stay loyal.
Stay
loyal.
So anyways, my next episode will be about cheating, so stay tuned.
Valentine's Day is about spending time with your loved ones. If you got a girl, I would say treat her right. Yeah, when I say treat her right, I mean just show her off. Yeah, so buy her flowers, buy her chocolate. Just it's the thought that counts. So just go out there and just kind of just spoil her, and make sure the whole world sees it. That's what I'll say. Peace.
My conclusion is, if Valentine's Day isn't your thing, just be honest with your partner from the beginning, and then it saves the hassle on the day. It saves any unnecessary arguments too.
So obviously Valentine's is celebrated as an event for love, where you take out your partner and do something nice. But I do think you could do that at any time. It doesn't have to be on the 14th of February. And as Sev invited me to the show, I've done a bit of research and I found out that its origins is all to do with, you know, paganism and stuff that I'm not really about. and that made me feel like I might have to give it a pass. Apart from that, obviously, I think you should be nice to your partner any day. So yeah, man, Valentine's is just another day to me, really. And that's my opinion.
Okay, so to conclude Valentine's it's obviously a day of love, so just do whatever makes you happy, really. Obviously, if you are single, then I would just say don't worry about, you know, whether you're a man or a woman. Just enjoy it with your friends. If you're in a relationship, then it's all good. I think that's the time when you can really celebrate a day like Valentine's. But what I would say is, the scenario, I do think it was red flags. And I would say that for me personally, I think he's obviously hiding something, but I'm sure it's something that you can kind of overcome and communicate and maybe get past.
Said the last time, girl, this is the last time. I'm all